Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals is hearing oral arguments this week in a case to ban medical treatments for minors who want to transition in the state of Arkansas. The state's attorneys argue that allowing a child to transition with hormones and surgeries before they're an adult is experimental and hard to reverse if a child changes their mind later.
Yeah, 5 News reporter Kayla Davis spoke with local advocates on the effect on younger transgender people if that ban goes into effect.
In 2021, the Safe or Save Adolescents from Experiment Act was signed into law. It prevents physicians from providing gender transition treatments such as hormones, puberty blockers, or surgery to people under 18 years old.
These families are not experimenting. They have been in lots of consultation with medical professionals, with experts, with their children, with themselves to know what's best for their families.
The residents in Arkansas are fighting back. Arkansas State Representative Nicole Clowney says she is passionate about the outcome of this ban.
I was lucky enough to have a transgender friend from a very, very early age, before we even had kind of those terms for it. I saw the hard life that she lived, the bravery that it took just to exist day in and day out. And I am committed to fighting for those people so that their lives are not made even harder by their government.
Clowney says multiple Arkansas politicians have criticized this bill and even prevented it from moving forward. But despite that disapproval, the act was appealed to the Eighth Circuit Court where it stands now.
I know personally 2 families who have chosen to move out of fear for their children since this ban was enacted. They have chosen to leave the state of Arkansas.
One of those families, the Jennings, locals to Fayetteville who are one of the 4 plaintiffs in the case advocating for all transgender youth in the state. Arkansas ACLU Policy Director Sarah Everett says the plaintiffs were either undergoing care or would need it in the future.
And all of them said that this care is life-saving for their children. And those parents of young people who had been going through this treatment just went into extensive detail about how difficult it was before their kids got treatment, how depressed and in some instances experiencing suicidal ideation.
Everett adds experts testifying in the case agree.
Even one of the state's expert witnesses said that this law, if it were to go into effect, would have shocking and devastating consequences. And he would expect doctors to find a way around the law in order to provide care for their patients.
It's not good for families, it's not good for kids, and it's certainly not good for our state.
Everett says they now wait on the opinions of the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals, which could take months. For now, the ban is blocked and teens who identify as transgender in Arkansas can still receive care. Covering news where you live, Kayla Davis, 5 News.
We did reach out to Attorney General Tim Griffin's office for comment. They said their argument before the Eighth Circuit yesterday says that these treatments are experimental and potentially unsafe speaks for itself.